Breaking news. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns set to break streak at WrestleMania 41. In a shocking revelation from Reddit's Squared Circle subreddit, a long-standing WWE streak involving two of the company's biggest stars, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, is set to come to an end at WrestleMania 41. This announcement comes as Roman Reigns signed a contract for a triple threat match at WrestleMania 41, which will also feature CM Punk and Seth Rollins. However, the most significant aspect of this news is that Reigns will be competing in a non-title match, and Brock Lesnar is notably absent from the WrestleMania 41 card, continuing a trend from last year. For over a decade, both Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar have been at the center of WWE's biggest championship matches, particularly at WrestleMania, where both have often headlined the event in high-profile, title-driven bouts. The fact that this year's WrestleMania will be the first in over a decade without either Reigns or Lesnar competing for a world title marks the end of a remarkable era in WWE. Roman Reigns, the reigning Universal Champion and arguably the face of WWE in recent years, has dominated the world title scene for quite some time. His undefeated streak at WrestleMania, along with stranglehold on the Universal Championship, made him a fixture in the world title picture at WWE's biggest event. Fans have come to expect Reigns to headline the show, defending his title in a marquee match. But in a surprising twist, this year's WrestleMania will see him compete in a non-title match, a rare occurrence for the Tribal Chief. The triple threat match that Reigns will participate in adds a unique dynamic to this year's card, with Seth Rollins and CM Punk also set to compete. While this match is expected to be a show stealer, it marks a departure from Reigns' usual role in title matches at WrestleMania. The shift comes as a result of his ongoing feud with other top WWE superstars, and perhaps an indication that WWE is beginning to shift its focus away from the dominance of one individual in the title picture. Adding to the seismic nature of this news is the fact that Brock Lesnar, often a staple of WWE's marquee events, will not be competing in a world title match at WrestleMania 41. Lesnar, known for his part-time schedule and his explosive performances in the ring, has frequently appeared at WrestleMania in headline matches, many of which involved the World Championship. His absence from the world title picture at this year's event marks the continuation of a trend that began at last year's WrestleMania, where Lesnar was not featured in a title match either. For years, fans have associated Lesnar and Reigns with high-stakes, title-driven matches at the grandest stage of them all. Their long-standing rivalry, particularly highlighted by their matches at WrestleMania, has been a defining feature of WWE's top-tier storylines. The fact that neither of these titans will be involved in the world title match at WrestleMania 41 signifies a significant shift in the company's direction, with new faces and rivalries emerging in the spotlight. The end of this streak is a reflection of WWE's ever-evolving landscape. The company has been working hard to build fresh storylines and push younger talent into the main event scene. Stars like Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and others are now in positions to step up and create new rivalries and high-profile matches that do not rely on the traditional Reigns versus Lesnar dynamic. It is evident that WWE is focused on diversifying its main event roster and allowing new talent to shine, even if that means shifting away from the established formula of the past decade. The absence of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in the world title picture also opens the door for other potential rivalries to take center stage. With CM Punk returning to WWE, the excitement surrounding his potential in-ring matchups is palpable. Fans are eager to see him compete at the grand stage of WrestleMania once again, especially in such a high-profile match against Seth Rollins and Reigns. The triple threat match has the potential to be one of the most exciting and unpredictable bouts in recent memory, with all three participants bringing unique styles and storylines to the table. While some fans may feel nostalgia for the days when Reigns and Lesnar dominated the world title picture at WrestleMania, this change offers a fresh and exciting perspective for WWE's future. It is clear that the company is taking a calculated risk in moving away from its reliance on these two stars at the top of the card, and the decision is sure to have lasting ramifications on the direction of WWE's biggest event. The 2024 edition of WrestleMania will undoubtedly be a turning point for WWE, as it marks the first time in over 10 years that Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar will not be involved in a world title match. Whether this shift is temporary or part of a broader long-term strategy, it sets the stage for new rivalries, fresh matchups, and a new era in WWE storytelling. Fans can expect this year's WrestleMania to be a celebration of the next generation of superstars, and the stakes have never been the last time neither Roman Reigns nor Brock Lesnar headlined WrestleMania was back in 2014. That year, WrestleMania XXX brought a highly anticipated main event featuring Daniel Bryan facing off against Batista and Randy Orton for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The match was a thrilling culmination of Bryan's rise in the company, with a storyline that had captivated fans for months. After a hard-fought battle, Bryan triumphed, tapping Batista out to claim the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This victory marked a defining moment in Bryan's career, as he overcame two of WWE's biggest stars to capture a prestigious title. His win was also symbolic of the Yes movement reaching its peak, with fans rallying behind the underdog as he became the symbol of perseverance against the established powers in WWE. In the years that followed, Roman and Brock Lesnar took center stage in WWE's main event scene. Both superstars consistently found themselves in high-profile matches, with Lesnar's dominant reigns as Universal Champion and Reigns' eventual rise, the top following his return as the Tribal Chief. Their multiple world title matches became a staple of the WrestleMania main events, making it feel almost impossible to envision a WrestleMania without them in the spotlight. For nearly a decade, Lesnar and Reigns shared the limelight in WWE's biggest show of the year, trading titles and competing in iconic matches. Their dominance in the main event spotlight made it clear that they were the faces of the company, carrying the weight of WWE's most significant championship storylines. However, WrestleMania XXX stands as a reminder of a time when the spotlight was shared by different stars, with Daniel Bryan's triumph marking the beginning of a new era. As Reigns and Lesnar's reigns continue, the landscape of WWE's biggest show of the year remains ever-changing, with potential new stars ready to challenge for the top spot in future WrestleManias. However, WrestleMania XXX stands as a reminder of a time when the spotlight was shared by different stars, with Daniel Bryan's triumph marking the beginning of a new era. As Reigns and Lesnar's reigns continue, the landscape of WWE's biggest show of the year remains ever-changing, with potential new stars ready to challenge for the top spot in future WrestleManias. However, WrestleMania XXX stands as a reminder of a time when the spotlight was shared by different stars, with Daniel Bryan's triumph marking the beginning of a new era. As Reigns and Lesnar's reigns continue, the landscape of WWE's biggest show of the year remains ever-changing, with potential new stars ready to challenge for the top spot in future WrestleManias.